Hi guys, before we get started today, I just want to let you know that the easiest way to support the channel is just by clicking the like button, but only do so if you actually like the video. And I just want to let you know I finally got my third video up on my second channel where I continue to play Valheim, which is a sweet game involving Vikings and Valheim, which is like the land of the dead. Basically, it is a badass game. So if you want to go check that out, I'll put a link in the top right. I would appreciate it if you check it out. I do play all different kinds of games on that channel. If you guys have a suggestion for what game you want me to play, go to that channel, go into the comments of one of the videos, and let me know what game you would like me to play, and I'll look into it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. And never mind, it's a Marowak, so I'm going to be able to do super effective damage here with the Bulldoze. This is why I wanted Piloswine on the safe switch position. What is going to be coming in? It is an Empoleon once again, so something that does super effective damage to Piloswine is now going to take super effective damage from Piloswine. That Bulldoze does way more than I actually thought it was going to. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. So today, well, I'm back once again, and my webcam is messed up once again. That's why my chair is just dissolving into thin air and my hair is a part of it somehow. I can't afford a nice camera yet, but I will eventually. I will get a better camera, I will get a ring light, I will get all of the things. I'll get an iron. That's right, I'm too poor to even afford an iron, so I can't iron the wrinkles out of the green screen. So until then, you just gotta deal with the quality being a little bit meh. You know, I got a lot of comments that are like, your quality is garbage. Don't watch the videos, dickhead. Alright, so today we're going to be taking a look at a Pokemon that I don't think, I mean, I know like people have covered it in the past. I know Pogo King has definitely done a video on it, but I had never really thought to build this thing, and also I've never seen a video done on it, so, you know, I thought I'd do it myself. We're going to take a look at Piloswine, Piloswine is going to be running a Powder Snow, Bulldoze, and Avalanche. Same moveset as Mamoswine has. And honestly, I don't really know what the difference is stats-wise. I just know that I had this one, and it was very cheap to build. So I just decided to go with Piloswine instead of Mamoswine. I have like a rank 2 Great League Mamoswine, but maybe I'll try it out at some point if you guys let me know how different it is. So let's take a look at the team I'm running with this thing. I've got Shadow Dragonite in the lead with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw, Piloswine with Powder Snow, Bulldoze, and Avalanche, and then Meganium in the back with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, and Earthquake. So you know, the other reason I built this thing is because of its stats, 15, 15, 12. I figured eventually, since I put a second move on it, I can max it out, and it'll probably never happen. I don't really do anything in the Master League, but in case I ever want to, I've got a Piloswine I can evolve into a Mamoswine and then do whatever the hell I want with it. So let's take a look at this set here. This was, I don't know. This team doesn't really make any sense. I didn't run it through PvPoke or anything like that. I was just like, Shadow Dragonite's cool, and it resists fire and water. And then I put Piloswine and Meganium in the back. Both are weak to fire, so kind of like an ABB team. And then switch into the Piloswine to bait out whatever. And then come back in with Dragonite to finish that thing off, and then Meganium maybe sweeps. Who knows? It didn't really work like that. Alright, picking up a negative lead here. Believe it or not, this is negative, even though we're both doing super effective damage. Altaria is just way beefier, and they're also getting extra fast moves in, so that feels real bad. I'm going to be going for, I do outpace him, so I'm going to get to the Sky Attack, or get to the Dragon Claw here, and then I'm just going to switch out. And I'm hoping they take a long time to switch, and they do. Nice. I got a lot of energy there, and they come in with a Blastoise. So, team didn't really work as designed. I was hoping to bait out a fire type, but there's not really many fire types out there. Gonna go for Bulldoze here because Avalanche is resisted, and I'm really hoping they throw. They actually don't have to throw. They could have farmed me down. I wouldn't have been able to get to another Bulldoze, so I'm glad they threw that. And now I think I come back in with the Dragonite here on accident. I click on the Meganium, right? Yep, I clicked on the Meganium, and then the game decided to come in with Dragonite. So thanks for that, Niantic. You suck. Alright, so unfortunately, that means I have a lot less energy on my Meganium, and I have to take out an Altaria now, which is taking double resisted damage from all the grass-type attacks. And this person, I don't know if they did this on purpose. Someone tells me it was a total accident, but yeah, they caught a Frenzy Plant here. Yeah, it had to have been an accident, because then they decide to shield it. So, yeah, there's no way they could have known that was a Frenzy Plant. So this is looking really good for me. And I will say, yes, I'm in rank 9, but I am number 1 on the leaderboard, so doesn't really matter what rank I'm in, you know what I'm saying? So, Earthquake's going to be doing super effective damage here, but it is not enough. And now I think he actually lags out because he could win this. He's way past the Rock Slide right now, and all he has to do is go for another Rock Slide, and I cannot shield it, right? Yeah, so I think he lagged out. pretty sure he lagged out. So he's coming back in with the Altaria because he doesn't have a choice. And I'm going to Frenzy Plant. Even though this is double resisted, it will be taking it out. But yeah, I think he was supposed to win that game because all he had to do was go for a Rock Slide, get my shield, and then come in with the Altaria to throw a Sky Attack if he had a Sky Attack. I don't know if he did or not. Either way, if you see there in the first slot, I do have a double debuff team that I figured would make opponents rage, but in the end it actually just made me rage. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. I will do that video. Galvantula and Masquerain together, they both have lunge. Alright, picking up a picking up a positive lead here, resisting all the water type attacks. I'm not going to build up to a Hurricane. People are so scared of Shadow Dragonite. It's actually hilarious how many people shield this thing. Okay, god damn it, put it in the montage of me not knowing what the hell I'm talking about. It doesn't really matter. I'm able to just farm it down because they didn't shield. And the opponent comes in with an Electrode. This is good for me. I can get shields with this. So I'm going for a Dragon Claw, and then I'm going to try to catch a Discharge. But the opponent went past a Discharge, and they come in with a Moltres. So the team actually worked as designed this time. Not expected, but yeah, they come in with a Moltres. By the way, I know I'm going to get comments about it, but no, I didn't see a single Azumarill the entire time I played this set. And yes, I'm probably just lucky, or also maybe it's the algorithm. So whatever, who cares? I am going to shield that and then just tank out the thing here. They went for an Ancient Power, which is... didn't really expect him to be running Ancient Power, but either way, Avalanche is going to hit for neutral there, and that thing is glassy as hell. And they have 6 Volt Switches, and I'm like, what? And they go for a Hyper Beam, and I was so happy. I was like, dude, a single moved Electrode running only Hyper Beam. This is a man of culture right here. So I'm going to come in with the Meganium, and I'm counting his things, and I'm like, okay. And I stop attacking right here, and I'm like, Hyper Beam me. I was actually curious to see how much it would do, first of all, and second of all, I just wanted to let him, you know, get some satisfaction in before I, you know, obliterated him with Dragonite. So anyway, that guy definitely would have had a way better chance if he had Foul Play and Discharge on his, or at least one of each. You know, maybe Hyper Beam and Foul Play, Hyper Beam and Discharge, whatever. He would have had a way better chance in that match. So either way, able to beat him. Alright, picking up another positive lead here. Going to be taking double resisted damage from the Mud Slaps. And then Body Slam will hit for neutral. And I'm trying to catch. Actually, I failed. I failed catching there. I didn't even click on the Meganium, or the thing, Piloswine. So I'm going to let the Body Slam through, because like I said, the Mud Slaps are double resisted. So I'm just going to try to farm down. And they come in with an Umbreon. And like I said, Shadow Dragonite scares people. I don't know why, but it scares people. And Umbreon of all things is shielding. You do not have to shield that. I mean, if it was possibly a Hurricane, then yeah, I get it. So now I'm going to come in with the Piloswine, and now it's time for Piloswine to prove whether or not he's a good Pokemon. Can you beat an Umbreon that has 0 shields? My guess is probably yes. Avalanche is definitely way more energy efficient to go for. Avalanche does base 90 damage, Bulldoze does base 80 damage, and Bulldoze costs more energy than Avalanche does. The reason you want to run Bulldoze is for coverage. So Foul Play going to be coming through. That's going to get shielded, and I think one more Avalanche does it. I'm counting his Snarls. He's actually one more Snarl away from a Foul Play, I believe. But I threw a little bit earlier there. I mean, I knew I was going to win this CMP tie, but I didn't want to risk it, basically. They come back in with the Gastrodon, and I'm going to shield this, because if they're coming back in with the Gastrodon, that tells me that maybe they have something else, because you probably want to, if you had a charge move loaded, you probably want to save that charge move for the end game, and never mind, it's a Marowak, so I'm going to be able to do super effective damage here with the Bulldoze. This is why I wanted Piloswine on the safe switch position, because it can hit fire types, as well as, basically, it can hit things for super effective damage, even on the safe switch. So I'm going to come in with the Meganium here, and this is obviously a terrible matchup, but I can just get to a... Yeah, I can survive a Shadow Ball and get to a Frenzy Plant, even though that's resisted. That's going to be taking out the Alolan Marowaka. Alrighty then. Oh, that's some good coffee. Alright, going into the next battle here. Going up against Captain Coco 247. Once again, this man is old as heck. 247 years old. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so I learned in this match here that this is actually not a bad lead whatsoever. We tie to the charge move. He gets to the Icy Wind at the same time I get to the Dragon Claw, and I definitely win the CMP tie. And so I'm gonna get shields here, and then I think the next one I tried to sack, but it just doesn't work. Icy Wind is resisted on Piloswine, so I was going to try to catch here. But I am just going to go for the Dragon Claw and hope that my Dragon Breaths got ahead of him somehow, so it wasn't a CMP tie and I can switch, but that's not what happened. Yeah, see, I tried to switch there, but I'm just gonna let this go. I don't think it's worth a shield. I got both shields, so I'm actually really happy with that. And now I can get some energy on my Piloswine. We're doing super effective damage here with the Powder Snows, and I am able to Powder Snow down before they get to a charge move. And what is going to be coming in, it is an Empoleon once again. So something that does super effective damage to Piloswine is now going to take super effective damage from Piloswine. That Bulldoze does way more than I actually thought it was going to. And I come in with Meganium to farm down with neutral Vine Whips. And the last Pokemon is an Umbreon, so this is looking really good for me. I'm pretty much just going to go straight Frenzy Plant in this matchup. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Meganium is favored to win in this match particularly. And I think the reason is, if that is true, is because they're both pretty tanky. Umbreon is obviously a lot tankier, but they're both pretty tanky, and Umbreon only has like Foul Play as its damage, whereas Meganium has Frenzy Plant, which is basically like an overpowered move. But this opponent was running Dark Pulse, and they realized how much damage the Dark Pulse did, and they were like, nah, I'm out of here. Alright. Going into the next battle, going up against Nidorino 29. How many Nidorinos do you need? Pretty sure one is enough. He better have a maxed out level 50 Nidorino on this team. Alright, picking up another positive lead. And this guy, most people with Shadow Dragonite, they bait. Because it's like, they're like, oh, Shadow Dragonite's got to be glassy, right? So I'm going to bait and I'm going to get his shield. And I was like, I'm going to call that bait, dog. And so... what do you think happens here? Yeah, he went Blizzard, and that's double super effective. That would take out like 3 Shadow Dragonites. So I'm going to be coming in. Oh, okay, no, I came in with the Meganium. All right, and I don't think you would have been able to get to a Blizzard here. So I'm going to just no shield this. Mud Bomb is resisted here. We're doing double super effective damage, and he actually gives up switch advantage there, which is really, really good for me. Because if he would have stayed in and then came in with the Skarmory, I'd have to bank on Piloswine being able to solo 2 Pokemon essentially, because Skarmory is one of the hardest counters to Meganium there is. So we're going to go for the Avalanche here. This will hit for neutral damage. Bulldoze is single resisted, so no reason to go for that. Avalanche actually does a lot of damage here, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a shield with this Avalanche because that was a CMP tie, and they are at a Sky Attack right now. So going to go for this Avalanche. Very nice, get the shield, and I'm going to just bank on Piloswine being able to do something in the back here. So the opponent definitely kind of had an opportunity to basically just let me farm down the Whiscash and then come in with the Skarmory. So yeah, and then yeah, see, I would have been hard countered if that's what would have happened, because they would have came in with the Skarmory. I would have switched to the Piloswine. Oh, never mind. I wouldn't be hard countered. Piloswine can do okay up against Abomasnow. Either way, the point is, don't switch out when you don't have to. Alright, so he's farming up a bunch of energy, which is really smart because he is going to need a charge move to throw at my Piloswine. So I'm going to go down to a Weather Ball. It does take 5 Powder Snows to get to a Weather Ball, and I am able to get to the Avalanche. I threw right away because I knew that the opponent, he was getting close. Pretend that didn't happen. So he's getting close to a charge move, and now the Whiscash comes back in, and I was actually worried they were going to get to a Mud Bomb, but they did not. So I'm able to go 5-0 in that set. And I know a lot of people in the comments are going to be like, you went up against noobs the whole time. So, isn't that what everybody does all the time? Because everybody's a noob except for me, picking up my 98% Emolga. I'm just kidding, by the way. I know I went up against some newer players in this set, but it was still, I think it kind of showed the power of Piloswine. Like, Piloswine actually looks like it's pretty goddamn good. And also, the other thing about Piloswine that is different from Mamoswine is that it has access to Stone Edge. So if you want extra flyer coverage, like if you want to be able to hit, I don't know, something else for super effective damage, you can run Stone Edge on it. Stone Edge is a better move than Bulldoze is, but with Bulldoze you get coverage for, fire types as well as steel types. So it's a toss-up depending on what you need it for, but I really think Piloswine is a good Pokemon, and I'm definitely going to try to make it work on a more realistic team. Obviously, Shadow Dragonite has very little play in up against like Galarian Stunfisk and Azumarill and those kind of Pokemon, but if you can line it up against a Grass type, or if you can line it up against a Mudboy or something like that, it's a pretty good match. So anyway, I know this is a shorter video, but I am planning on making 2 videos today, so I'm going to go ahead. Not posting 2 videos today. I'm making 2 videos so I can have time for my second channel tomorrow. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I'd appreciate you leaving a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you scribble. I would appreciate it if you scribble, but only do so if you actually enjoy the content. So I appreciate everybody stopping by, and I think I already said that. And outro song. Oh wait, the outro song already started playing. I'll just dance my way out. I'm doing the chicken dance. Did you leave? Please don't unsubscribe. I promise I will never do that again. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: Running Froggy, The North Star, DJ Mimsy, Grizzinator, Moach, Clapton Caveman, King Edward, NZ Tech Freak, Silver N Fortuna, Austin Gustovic, Cleric, Darkstone, Mr. Cookout, Brandon, Kodiak Jenkins, Joseph Cahill, Lana Pierce, Owen Jones, Zaplatinsky, Dennis McFalls, Robert Zuccarelli, Geronimo, BJ Williams, and Miriam.